give me a moment. This one's having a rough one. Yeah, we could live on the rock there, but a lot of people tend to pass through that area. Obviously, we could live on Pelagornis, one of the rocks there. Speaking of risky, here it is, Risk Zone. God, that's a really pretty Arthroplura. Yeah, 108. Got so many good Arthropluras, though. Yeah, an Ascendant Stegostatl. Gladly I'll take that. On the other hand, no, we don't need all that wall. I've got plenty of those. Actually, hold on. Artifact we can... I think these have got some good stuff in them. We'll grab that. Yeah, the loot boxes are kind of cracked on this map. Don't mind me. Sadly, we did lose our previous Pyro main, so I might be in the market for a new one. $120. And of course, at some point, we will have to make the trip into the volcano. That's definitely gone down since last time. What the fuck am I... Oh, Dread, yeah, them. I don't think anyone's claimed the secret waterfall cave, but the secret waterfall cave runs into the issue I had. I would like ocean access. Secret waterfall cave is lovely, doesn't have ocean access. And the ocean cave, also lovely, but, well, while it's great for ocean breeding, it kind of has problems with everything else access. There is actually another... Ooh, hello. There's another player on the server, another tribe, who are... Yep, there's their base. They have set up here on this island, so I probably should not bother them. Well, I think the northern side of the island is a mountain. Let's just... Because of all the fog that spawns out here, I am kind of tempted to have somewhere high. I would not want to block natural metal spawns like the ones that seem to be here. What's the depth of the ocean over here like? I think yeah, this is the Basilosaurus trap. Oh, speaking of, I should probably try to snag one of these. Spawning is slightly bugged on this map at the moment. Hold on, I need a good... Oh, that's not a non-untameables one, bugger. If there were no untameables, I'd, you know, tame them. Yeah, I'll gladly take a Parasaur saddle. Don't mind me. gonna keep that stego saddle. We do have a good, tech stego. But that Parasa saddle is going to be, converted into metal. So let me show you where I'm thinking. Don't get me wrong, this inlet here is actually pretty deep. I don't think we can wall it off, which is the problem. Oh, someone... Mega? Okay, Mega's around, apparently. Oh, a Mega... Speaking of Mega, a Megatherium. See, we've never really had to deal too much with redwoods in our time. We've always been around the jungle, quite away from it. So we've got a lot of metal, a lot of wood. Yeah, true bloody Aussie critter of the Thyla is obviously here. God, look at that fucking morning sun. Yeah, it's not really usable as a bait. But what I'm thinking... is we claim this. So this is just a castle that is just here. Need to clean it up. You know what? You could use this tower as some sort of like a main section. Fix up the walls. Just put, you know, foundations here and there to stop things spawning, because there is a lot of stuff spawning. It is dark as hell in there. I can't see jack or shit. But unlike the other castles, so there is another new castle they've added over in the swamp. But the thing about the swamp castle... yeah, this... oh. This would be our main base, right here. Got a stairway here. Nice little open courtyard here. We'd set up a bridge over here to just get to there for sleeping. I reckon this is sort of the main base. Oh, excuse me. There seemed to be an angry scorpion after us. Scion, would you please handle that? Thank you. Now, if we don't build too close to there, that'll just keep respawning over and over, which is, you know, useful. Up here, there's this natural, water fountain. So I reckon we turn this into a... that into a greenhouse. I'm basically just trying to fix this place. Jeez, why am I getting... There's no artifacts or anything up here. There's no unique critters. Scorpions spawn everywhere. The one problem this place has... Well, two problems, really. Scion, we seem to have a friend. Oh, you're actually a decent level. I don't want to kill you quite immediately. Oh, I think this is actually the main building to be in. Yeah, this seems to be multiple levels here. Yeah, this would be the main building. This would be where we'd set up in. Just have foundations over here and there just to stop stuff spawning in here. Dorm frames on all the doors to keep it secure. How high up can we get? In a nice natural area. Yeah, the other problem, ocean. I do want ocean access. And we can get ocean access, but... yeah, I'd probably just do here as the garden. Try to build around the existing terrain. I reckon it's a good challenge. I reckon this will be where we build. There is now the other problem. Now, ocean access, that's not too hard. There is a giant ocean below us. And that little wall there, that seems purpose-built for, like, extending downwards. I haven't built a giant, just obnoxious stairway in a while, so that could be fun. So many motovirus saddles. Actually, just grab the tartare because I just noticed my hunger. Fuck it, we'll just use that. Not like we have a fridge back home. Not like you need battle tartare anyway that often. Yeah, given the state of this tower... I think you can walk into it, but, I don't know, you can walk down it. Can you walk down it? Hold on, let's get to the top. I would like to maintain the tree here. Because I think that's a very nice little element. Just eating a whole ass lemon. Ah, okay, no, this is his limit here for this one. Now, while this definitely does seem like a good spot, it's not perfect by any means. It is a bit obnoxious. But it's somewhere we've never built on Ragnarok, which is why it's a new part of Rag. That's why I'm thinking it's a good spot to build at. Well, resources will be very acquirable. There is also a spot we will be in some danger in. God, that just the Kano in the morning light. I have also considered some other areas. One area I've considered is just down here. It's a nice little natural cove, which is deep. Jeez, the fog really hits you some days. Yeah, we've got a lot of beach along here, but we could do a bit of a base around here. Set up here. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, hello. Yep, just an alone aloe for some reason. Okay. That's one of the areas I've been considering. Let's just fly up out of the fog. Another really nice little cove here as well. But, well, this little nice tropical area down here, I did like the look of. We have a slight problem living down here. I think there's enough room we wouldn't be bothering each other. But we would have neighbors. That is one I am tempted by. Now, the desert proper, I definitely have considered, but the sandstorms that roll through would make that not as good. I had considered just taking over, Australia again. Oh, hold on, is that a fucking one of you little shits? Yep, that's a Galva. Oh my god, those little shits. Those caustic lightning arse. And here, another one I'm kind of tempted by. I haven't checked it out. But I've never really built up in the redwoods. I'm just looking for the, lake in the redwoods. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, someone already has taken my idea, apparently. Yeah, from my very tribe, even. Well, I was thinking about here, but Saren's beaten me to the punch, so... scrap that one off the list. I did consider the city. Spino. I did consider the city along the river, but the all cool and in a nice southern location. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, it's a Zelda, aren't you? 24 tiny. The river isn't quite deep enough. Jeez, a lot of Zeldias spawn here, don't they? You need Zeldia dragons, you're on Rag. Here's where you look. Whoa, did we just get struck by lightning? I think we did. Thank fuck that doesn't do damage. You're not a Thyla. Oh, hello. That's something we haven't seen in a while. I think setting up in the desert might be an idea, even if I will have to deal with the sandstorms. Just because of the stuff that spawns here. Because while modern creatures are a bit broken elsewhere on the map, the desert is one of the few regions they actually do spawn. Oh, yeah, we need a Gigantoraptor, because I believe... So, do have some goodies down here. Donosuka spawn. Pardon me. Unfortunately, I don't think the river's quite deep enough for us to, bring Moses up here. Ah, someone's already moved in. Well, we're not going to be living in the desert. I really should just take over that castle. could take over the city here. Well, in taking over the city, I have to deal with, you know... Honestly, just taking over the main building up here wouldn't be too bad. I just wall off here. Oh, I don't need to wall off down there as well. Yeah, that might be a bit much work. Yeah, the southern islands are too far away from everything. And the southern islands aren't very deep. Though, we do have one potential new area. The fuck are you? Very pretty blue eyes. I don't know what they are. That's what I'm looking for. Level 18, not worth it. I really love what they've done with the beach here, though. This looks so much nicer. We could take over this island. Can't really seal off the ocean, but we do have some good spots for just raising stuff. Though, we do run into the problem, no land access. Now, don't get me wrong, I can just pick up a wood harvester, carry it over here, drop them off, but I don't think I want to do that all the time. Now, this island over here is what I am tempted by. For one very important reason. Well, a couple of important reasons. One, it's a brand new island, so, you know. Two, we seem to have an interesting little cave entrance here, don't we? An interesting little road around. Having this big, bright cave to live in could be pretty fun. You know, especially here, being able to set up like a friggin' Wyvern landing. And this does have one thing that's actually pretty good in the sites we've been looking at, which is a lot of water access. What am I looking at? We could seal that off. Now, this does have a lot of things which are pretty unique among the things we've been looking at. It's got the ocean access, but I think it has one of the things that might actually tip it over to being my go-to. Oh, free jerky, don't know if I do. Regular jerky or prime? Just a regular. Cool. That's for food. Then. Shieldhorn. I haven't seen Shieldhorns in forever. Jeez. Yeah, I know I should stop hunting down all these loots, but look right there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really, lad? But yeah, I reckon start our empire on the southern desert isle. In a nice central-ish position, south central. Metal trees we got on the island. I'm pretty sure there is metal on the island, but there is one great big surprise there, which we're just going to. Here's another thing that's very useful. You see what I'm meaning about these Muttaburrasaurus saddles? With how many? I got 2 before today. They've got another 2 today. Ooh, Phosphato Draco. We haven't had one of them in a while. Oh, that's another blueprint ascended Muttaburrasaurus saddle. Okay, yeah, our poor guy is really starting to get weighed down. We really need to go drop this off. But I will show you the important part of the southern island. Why I should probably set my base up there. As tempting as the Redwoods Castle is... Oh, let's ignore that. As tempting as the Redwoods Castle is, the second cave here. Oh, there's one. You can see it. Yeah, Carcanos. Oh, there's the other one. You know, given Carcanos are my favorite creature in the game... I think, you know, taking the one place on the map they can spawn as my home does make sense. Oh, we even get metal on this island. Beautiful. Anyway, let's just quickly scan the other desert island just here, and then we'll head back home with our loot spoils, and we'll start... We'll pick everyone up, and we'll start heading over. Actually, does that have a name? The Dragon's Isles. The Salt Rock Sands. don't know which one of those two is going to expire first. The Metrodon Isle. I think just over there is good old Australia. Okay, looks like this one's closer. And here is the Wyvern nests, which are... Up there it is. Dean's home, Australia. I was tempted to maybe go back there, but I reckon we'll go with the new desert island, because, we did play an entire series on Australia. Love the place, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, that one's gone. Actually, I might as well just grab this purple. I don't think we'll be able to make it to the yellow in time, so let's just grab the purple. Don't get me wrong, I am tempted to take over Australia again. But I reckon the new place will do us well, even as, you know... Oh, that's nothing useful. Even as completely cool as it'd be to just take this place over again. Get rid of that island there. That would let us... No, we're going to take over the new island, the new South Desert. Because that'll also put us basically directly south of Viking Bay. Thereby basically also letting it function as a resupply base. Oh, fuck, hold on. Bullet. Ooh, raw mutton, don't mind if I do. What the mutton? Oh, whatever. Oh, it's in... Yeah, it's almost like I've been taming critters with mutton. Yeah, sadly, the blue hole over there, Showdown's grabbed that one. I don't think I've ever tried to take here over, have I? Nah, the beach, the water isn't deep enough there. Yeah, we'll take over that southern island, Carcanos Island. The Dragon Isles. Well, we're going to take over the Dragon Isles. It's World of Warcraft time, everyone. Actually, while we're going this way, let's just try to get above the fog layer. Unfortunately, the fog has settled in. There is this cool new castle in the swamp that is full to the brim of cats. Can't really check it out because the fog is coming. And there is also a new... That new island on the other side of the swamp is the... It's full highlands. It's just highlands, but you don't... It's on this side. I think the fog starts to fade as we come into the forests here. This would be another possible choice for a base, as I think that lake is pretty deep. But, yeah, someone's basically nearby. And it is a little... close to the main base. What am I looking at? God damn, 3.1. We need to just be outside a door. Here, I'll do it. Probably drag them inside out of the rain, but whatever. We have a forge up, we got one here. There's metal and goes the oil. Oof, there we go. Okay, I'm probably going to keep the Stegosaddle upstairs. So many Mockatoos in the base. What is going on? There we go. Nice little... Oh, hold on. I'll have that Packy Rhino as well. That's this way. Yep. That's the dorms. This way. Beautiful. Now we've got a lot of crap. Alright, let's go and deal with this Ichthyornis that this Parasol is warning me about. There. One more. Alright. Alright, we'll just need to be back one moment. I just have to grab a tablet so I don't perish horribly. And when I get back, we'll start picking our stuff up and setting up something down the other end. Your turn. Okay. Now, we'll come back for crime committer, eventually. People have quite enjoyed what I do with my... my dung beetles, so... you may notice the other people have also just been trapping them in cages, so they don't run away. Alright, that's all our dinos. That's all our stuff. These fridges... nice box, that'll do. That's some ammonite barrel. Oh, they can keep mud in. I'm going to be asking the admin if we can get plant species Z seeds because of, a few other impossible spawns. But, let's go and set up. Before we head over, I just want to check two things. Oh, hold on. Nah, that's standard flak. Actually, I'll show you why I was thinking of setting up here. Because there's a very large lake here, which is surprisingly deep. Well, there used to be. But, you might notice the two problems in the sky there. .204 Ice Wyvern. There's anything in it quite yet. I don't want to get too close and set them off. But yeah, back on Old Rag, never used to really be much there. I'm sorry. Solo Deinotherium, 180. I have to check how Deinotherium are tamed, because, I know they got nerfed, but yes, I would like the Angry Elephant. Scope, nothing we need. I think we're gonna need some armor, though, for a Deinotherium tame. Because if I remember correctly, you basically just have to get the emotions right, and it has been such a long time since I've last done it. I genuinely don't remember any of the emotions. What the hell are you doing here? I thought this was the... Did we go too far? We might have. Oh, well, fuck it. Stick low. We don't have an egg, so they shouldn't chase us too far. You can see we got some really fancy wyverns now once we are ready for egg theft. Alright, here we are. Home sweet home. Banshee Bay. Okay, so there's Viking Bay up north, and down here's Banshee Bay. Give us some good expansion opportunities. I'm feeling taking over this part of the island. We can just lift the turtles away. Oh, it is very unstable. You know what, I reckon here, actually. Building up to the, Alright, let's get out the team. Can I not bring the fucking stego saddle with me? Of course I didn't want to fall. So have I baked thorny dragons in a... Okay, the regular one must need a thing then. Oh, Oh my word, fiber. That's fine. Fiber will not take us more than a second to grab. Where is... There he is. Whoa, what the hell just happened? That's a problem. Yeah, the ward that we left on Thorny. Oh no, that's good. We can build 7 of those. That will be enough for a circle. Pretty sure most shops are good with thatch, so... Is that right? Let's see how you handle thatch, shall we? Yeah, better with thatch. How the hell am I out of fiber? Hold on. Why does it do that? That's definitely a bug. Make 19 of those to sort of get... Yeah, I might do it from thatch, because I can make 19 of these. So we could get the layout sorted, and then we can just replace it with wood as we... Something's lagging us. $53. Okay, that might be a bit much. Let's settle on 12. Yeah, I reckon we'll set the farm up right on the bank of the river. What the hell was it lagging me so much? We want to make one more plus 1, 6, 7 more, maybe? we're eventually going to replace this whole thing with stone. We probably should fill in the gaps here, so... I think that needs a square. That's foundation, that's triangle, that's triangle. Yeah, that needs a triangle. You should actually be one of these. Yep, that ought to keep this as denying anything spawning as possible. Alright, Behemoth Gate. Metal 18, that's completely easy to get. You have all this crap. Ah, beautiful, you have a saddle. Oh, hold on. Priority 1, get everyone their saddles back. See, I don't know where we're going to basically be setting up main base. I reckon... Ooh, Lancer is always good for some disintegration. I reckon this will probably be at least our side base where we go to do most of our... This is going to be where we store everything and we do most of our little side projects. Don't need that actually, because... Better boy. Okay. Right, we're going to have to go hunt that down. But first things first, let's... One of the... more solid parts of the base. Oh, for fuck's sake, was it really this bug again? There we go. Okay, beautiful. Actually, we might just have our Equus out. Oh, I don't have a saddle for him. Bugger. I was going to say, because they can just do, they can just do smithy stuff, but no, I realize Thorny Dragon can do that. Anywho, we need a good starting batch of metals, so... let's just head into the Carcanos cave, fuck it. Drop you off here. There's only one Carcanos. I can take that easy. The other Carcanos seems too far out to really give us a problem at the moment, so that's good. Yeah, we need flint anyway. Game. Thank you. Come on, game. You can do it. I think the other Carcanos is a little peeved at us. Yeah, I reckon for designs, I'm going to go with the lighthouse. something nice, larger, obnoxious. And here, let's just grab a little bit of metal. No, wood. Put it all on you, didn't we? Oh yeah, we need, that's right, it's based off that. This is 2x2, isn't it? Yeah, cool. We could make the rustic wood walls, but I reckon we just go all in for friggin' thatch walls for the moment. Hold on, can you... Got kind of a tropical vibe going on down here. I might keep, like, thatched ceilings for, like, that nice... I don't think we'll need a... I don't think there's any predators out here. Oh, hi, free bunk bed. Yes, please. Free refining forge. Actually, that's useful. Actually, I don't know. I know what to do. You. Yeah, all that stone and flint also is very useful. What do I have in here that I can just... Fuck it, we'll use this. Freaking thing right there is... Oh, it's thatch that I'm low on. Alright, I only need 8 metal. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Oh, Honest Transivia. Okay, so there can be aggressive lads out here. Well, let me just quickly add up how much we need to secure this joint. See, running around like this puts my house in danger. Oh my god, look, there's literally metal right under there. Okay, no, this is a perfect house. Okay, so how much do we need? We need 6... $12... 3... I'm gonna say 24. Well, we need all wood. That's easy enough. Oh, there was a second one there. Tell you what, we have, knew I had you here. Ah, thatch now we're out of. Well, that's fine. Let's at least get this started to be sorted. This is only a temporary roof, so we don't perish horribly. Okay, that's foundation. I really should have made the staircase in hindsight. Actually, I might be able to. Nah, that's a roof. Can we make 2 of these? Yes, okay, cool. Okay, now we need the other ceilings. I'm gonna say we need 12 of these. Oh, we need more thatch. Hold on. Let's... Jeez, those things fucking jump scare me every time. Ten's fine for now. We'll go out and grab others as we need it. I just need the base defended enough I don't have to worry about dying overnight. For fuck's sake, really? thatch ceiling, so we're... Actually, no, I know where you should go. You go there. See what that blue's about. We're probably not going to use stone, though. I won't say no to free building materials while we're in the building stage. I think we got 4 of these. That's good. We'll keep... This most secure point of entry we'll keep even more secure. You're a thatch ceiling. Beautiful. Actually, yeah, we'll use these for the, Thank you. Okay, we need Euro thatch ceiling. We need wood. Let's go get some wood. How much is that other... How much is this made from? Okay, just fiber and wood. We'll save our thatch supplies. We'll just meander back. Yes, once we're all done here, I will be skedoodling for the evening. So thank you to anyone who did come along. Hopefully... We weren't doing much today, but we did establish our base, which is... a new spot. South end of the world. But I reckon it'll be a nice fun one. I'll leave Scion out front on defensive. I don't think there is anything around here that will attack him. Okay, how many do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll start with 7. God, that fucking light coming in. Completely stuck. Okay, that's fine. Let's get up here and see how many squares we need. We need 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, we'll say. Sure that's the right one there. And this should be a square. Right, this whole hot mess of a ceiling is going to get torn the fuck down. Beautiful. Smithy. Okay, now we can just dump everything in here. Including all this ammo we don't need. Alright, I need clay. That's easy. How do we make clay? Oh, we need a mortar. Cactus sap, that's easy. I want to at least get a saddle for the Thorny Dragon before we do anything, because that is the essential part of our business, our moving. God, that light coming in, so nice. Yep, just clay, which is currently cooking up. Great, we need more. Should be fine. Plenty of just junk along this beach we can just smack. There we go. That ought to get us enough. Oh, a bunch of that in there so we can mass produce some spark powder as well. Alright, we're gonna slowly just sort of work on this base over time. Well, that is easily enough. How the hell do we not have enough hide? Okay, well... What about metal? Are we good? Okay, we're not good on metal. Well, surely you've got enough. Actually, you know what? Let's quickly go gather all that metal while we're here. Actually, no, we did see the... Angry boy. Now, hopefully, this is far enough away from the base that we won't ever disturb it, so every morning I can just wake up to a fresh load of metal. Actually, before we head off, I'm just going to quickly go check that carcass. We got to wait on that anyway, so... Let's check on that other Carcanosis level. Oh, hello, that's a threat. Also, Mega's Bits and Bobs, which has all my fun farming stuff that I enjoy. Does have a new critter coming to it. Technically a slight jokey critter, but Bits and Bobs is having bears added to it. Just bears. Oh, hello. 72 and 24. I may as well just wipe them out. Actually, no, we don't need the organic poly. A pair of them that are very easy to just KO is good for organic poly. Anyway, once we are done with this, we're just going to keep increasing the height of this thing until it at least gets up here. And probably a bit more after that. In terms of, like, actual stuff, I'll probably expand out this way for our critters, because this is a pretty sizable area. We could have a nice little wyvern base. And a nice farm extending to the shore. I'm just going to leave the farmer out. Actually, do I want to be able to make a wall just in case? There we go. Just in case something acts up. How are we looking here? Pretty good. Oh my word. Okay, we need more hide. Wow. I wonder how we're possibly going to get more hide at this time of day. There reckon I actually extend outward and make a nice little aquatic area. We've got some aquatic foundations that we could use, although... What have we got here? You... Ooh, 108. Yeah, we could tussle. Uh, 208 hide. Yeah, that'll do us. Nope. So I'll probably fly my way between here and the main base quite often, so I'll probably... I mean, I'll have it built up. But it's going to be a southern resupply base, primarily. Take that, gladly take that, gladly take that, gladly take that, gladly take that. I don't need the curry, I don't need the chowder. So we'll keep an eye out there. Basically, we'll control the friggin' organic pulley. I say that as if there isn't a friggin' mod on here that gives you pulley plants. You know, hang on. I've got some mutton. Let's have a funny experiment. I haven't really tried out this boy. We don't got the materials to chase him yet. Yeah, cordoning off this entire reef to use as like a breeding facility does seem a fun idea. Alright, things can begin now. Obviously not quite now, because we are heading off, and I want to... securely stow everyone so they're safe. Well, with that, I reckon we'll be pretty good. Oh, the Scion's wing. We might actually want to secure the top. All the really big hatch frames you can have. There we go, the cellar door one, that's what we want. There we go, that is secure, that's security right there. That's a health hazard right there. Secure just that bit. Centermost point. Yep, we're just gonna keep working on this as the days go on. We'll keep extending it higher. And we'll extend out this way for a breeding pen. And out that way for a farm. Now, there you go. There's the solid ores for them. But that is all stuff for another time. Let's just see if there's anyone kicking, shall we? Doesn't look like it. Nope, no one kicking, unfortunately.
You all have a good one, and I shall see you next time.
Till then.